For me, one word that I would use to describe the whole pandemic is change. This is because during the pandemic, there were many changes over the course of 1 year. And some things were easy to deal with, some others more harder. And it taught me to just during the pandemic. And one big change as a main that I had to go through was the lifestyle that I lived. After the pandemic happened, everything became online. Because of that, something that I personally felt stopping me from doing things was that I got even more lazy. This was negative in my life because it made me do less things even if I had the time to do so. But then something that was positive was that I had more free time than ever. I had more time to spend time with my family, friends, even if it was through calls, and even sometimes we me and my friends would get lunch, and that was nice. This pandemic impacted me in many ways. But first off, the main major change that I had to go through was the way I go to school. I have to wake up 30 minutes before class to be on time. Now I could wake up whenever I want as long as I'm in class, which was also a positive thing for me, but also a negative thing because I would be lazy as well. Secondly, one thing that impacted me was the times I eat. Now, because there's no set time, unlike when I was in school where there were lunches, I didn't have the lunch time that I need. I guess needed. I would I wouldn't eat sometimes because I didn't feel like it, or I was just gonna eat later, but I would just forget it. Lastly, one thing that impacted me during this whole year is my hair. This was more of my decision, but I decided to grow my hair out because there was the whole lock-in where you couldn't go outside, and it's been a year since then, and I haven't been to a salon ever since. I think that the world could recover from this pandemic, but one major thing that I think the world needs right now is some time and effort. And I think the pandemic would go away if you let it sit for a while and everyone had gotten their vaccines. If I had to explain this event in 40 years, I would hit them up with the back in my days, then say, imagine not being able to go outside your house for over a year. How would you feel? Then, whatever they would respond with, I would say that's how the pandemic was and the lock in was. And also, I would tell them many people died from it as well. That's it.